Hello, welcome to Texas Lone Wolf channel, your source for red pill truth. And today's topic is this is a video recap on a single mother dating. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some stuff up here for you to check out, and I'm going to help find something to help you out to make you realize that when you go date them, when you date single mothers, it's going to really become a challenge. So unfortunately, thank God I did not find me a single mother. Now, this content might be very disturbing to most viewers. We are going to cover this topic again. This is going to be a third installment, but hey, check the video the description box down below. I got links to other videos you might want to check out about single mothers. Some of them may demand that the man that's paying for the date to buy the kids' meal. Personally, I had this happen to me at one time. I also had the same single mother that took her fist and hit me in the shoulders, left the bruise. Alright? And I had another single mother. She said her kids need or grandkids need something to eat. And I said, yeah, I'll buy them something to eat. My mistake. She took the basket and said, you get what I want to get them. She didn't care if I worked for my money or not. Needed to say, I broke off the relationship. I broke it off and ghosted her, changed my number, and avoided where she stays at most of the time. And the last I've seen, Father's Time is hitting her hard. She's sounding masculine. Her skin is getting darker complexion. And allegedly, from looking at the standpoint, she cannot even get close to her grandkids. She calls them slurs. She calls them all kinds of names that are slurs. And the daughter just cut her out. So I just want you to know that this is, going to impact many people. I mean, it's going to impact you, all right? So I'm just going to go ahead and anyways, it is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this little script right here. And don't pay no attention to me. I had many single mothers hit on me, and I turn around and I look at them like, are they worth the risk? So I'm just going to go ahead and leave this here alone. I'm not degrading anybody, all right? But what happened to me can't happen to you. So, this is the recap on the 2 videos in part about for single mothers. There was a guy at one time approached a single mother before she became a single mother and said, I want to give you a better life. Oh, you ain't my type. You're corny. You ain't my type. Well, the man said, well, I got a house. I can give you a good life. So, you know what? She goes, you're corny. You're lame. So I'm just going to tell you, if a man has got everything together, got a home, got his own castle, his own kingdom. But you know, you look at the money on, how can I get a hold of his money? How can I get a hold of that man's money? So we live in today's society where so I'm going to go ahead and read. So I'm just going to they push the narrative. That society pushes the narrative on men stepping up. But take note. I need you to take note of this. The society is pushing, the matrix pushing the narrative. They push this. The politicians get up here and they push this. One particular state of Washington, God forbid if you ever visit that place, you spend 24 hours with a single mother with a kid. The state's going to put you on the hook for child support, whether you like it or not. There's been a case where many men are paying for a kid that's not theirs. The single mother's just taking home money. The government of Washington needs to change their laws to balance out the, the gender divide. They should mandate a paternity test. If the man wants to pay, he can pay, but he'd be classified as a simp if he pays. Then he'll be on the hook for child support. Notoriously, a judge in Missouri once made a statement, and a family court judge in Missouri made a statement. He would not let a kid go without a father figure. Are you going to make a man who is dating a single mother pay up? So, yes. But in Texas or Tennessee, if you're not the biological father of a child, you're not on the hook. But keep your guard up. Get you an attorney if something comes up. The society is pushing the narrative that men need to step up to the plate. What the low-quality man did, okay, he made a child and then flee with a fake name. He led the female on because she was vulnerable, so to speak. Yeah, I know. You were vulnerable. You let your guard down instead of looking for a decent guy who has everything. He could give you a better life than that old loser that you laid with. Now, as I've gotten older, now I know why men say, if you see a single mother, run. So, what do we do about this? Now, we're going to go to Cora to hear from the single mother herself what she wrote Okay? Her name is Rebecca Billy. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out, shall we? Now, it's difficult. The way she describes it as a woman, it's difficult. Because not so many men want to date single moms. Men aren't the ones I want to date anyways. Why should pick the loser to procreate with? Huh? She did not say she was violated or forced against her will to make a child. Did you get that? I appreciate when they pre-eliminate themselves. Really. You appreciate them pre-eliminate themselves from the dating pool. Basically, cross-check, swipe left on you and don't want to pick you. Okay, let's see why she says difficult. I'm going to give you my 2 cents on this. It's difficult because I have less time, emotional energy. Oh, of course you do. You have less time and emotional energy. You got to focus on you and the child and the job, if you have one. Less energy, period. Of course, you lay with a low-quality dude who was looking promising, and then when he knocks you up, he fled. He gave you a fake name. You can't find him nowhere. He's probably out there somewhere bragging about how he got you. You know, peer pressure and peer pressure setting you up for a date with someone is not going to bode well for you. Spare for, less energy, period. Spare for dating. I have less money, whatever spare money I might have is not likely to be invested in dating, but spent on my kid. Of course, well, see there? According to this knowledge, the kid comes first, right? Ditto with spare energy. I do have the night to myself. Good for you. But remember, somewhere down that line, Father Time is going to come knocking on the door and he's going to come right in and he's going to give you flaws and take away everything that brought the boys or the men, hormonal men, to the yard to get with you just for a one-night stand. He's going to take all that glow away from you. So I don't usually go out. Well, whose fault is that? Yours. Especially I don't feel like going out and making small talk with someone I barely know. Well, you made small talk with that giga Chad, when he laid with you. The thing is, you don't know how to read men. You were vulnerable at that time. I was more likely to go out when I was younger. See? You admitted it right here. Even a few years ago, I had more energy, but these days, the lure of staying in and going to bed early is much stronger than dating has to offer. Hey, you learn this on your own. You make a mistake, you learn from it. My advice, date if you feel like it, but don't push yourself. Self-care is really important. Duh. Yeah, it is really important. So many men are now waking up to smell the coffee brewing. I said, okay, there's a single mother with a kid. Is she worth the risk? Do I want to write a check against that? So I know I will be last. I know I will not be top priority. I know I will not allow him to discipline my kids. Only the kid's dad will. But what if the dad's out of the picture? Who's going to discipline the kid? The single mom? What's she going to do? She's going to let that kid get by with murder? Who knows? This is a topic we're going to talk about. And her name is Lexi93. She was born in 93. So we're going to see what she had to say. She goes, "Now I have time and energy. I just can't find a man who doesn't want me for bedroom fun. Who would take me seriously enough to actually give me a chance to see me as a potential partner. I only dated 2 guys since the end of my relationship with my children's father. The first one ghosted me when we had bedroom fun. I haven't had bedroom fun with this one yet. I'm terrified that he will do something similar, only see me as a conquest." Hello? Hello? Are you seeing the picture here? Are you seeing the unicorn post it here? He's a widower. He's a widower. Now, life's a gamble, according to Unicorn, right here. Lexi, I do understand what you're saying. Sadly, there are men who are happy just to get screwed around. Do you know what that is, right? They're nice and lovey-dovey till they get the only thing they want from you. They're off to the pastures new. Do you see the pattern here? I don't know about Mr. Number 2. He may be a decent guy, worth keeping him hanging around. I guess it's a gamble. See, as a single mother, you have to gamble. You have to play the dating lotto to see if you're going to get a catch. Most of the time, when the guys look at you with a kid, they're going to run. If he hasn't being pushy, just take it easy. Don't initiate something you may regret. Play it casual. If it happens, he might feel your worth and worth the wait. It took a couple of months before she got fed up waiting for me to make the first move, so he invited me upstairs, and we had over 40 years before I lost her. Good luck, my dear. Life's a gamble. So, let's go ahead and take a good look at Tom Field right here in Cora, all right? Let's see what he has to say. I'm a single guy, no children, never married. Probably the same reasons there's you. I'm a great teacher, cook, psychologist. I understand women generally better than they understand themselves. Part of the tired is a psychology weight of not having a second share the load and support you mentally, physically, and run errands, shop. All the things you would allow to come home and put your feet up. The way to a woman's heart through her bottom of her feet. Foot massage is a Celtic thing. Love is the basic physics. But for every force in one direction, there is one in equal opposite force the other direction. Love out, love bounces back, and it increases over time exponentially. How as a child should know how a man should treat a woman? They haven't seen it under their own roof. Feelings to words is an art learned. Anticipating another need before they ask is the art of loving. So, now, anyways, now, here is a response. I don't think there's anyone who could have said that better than you. I feel exactly like that. My kid come first. I don't want to expose him or introduce him to any guy. Anyway, so I wish you'd stay close so we can hang out, LOL. You sound like an amazing person who really trying and working really hard to provide for a kid. I feel you and admire you. Wish you all the best. Freddie Stranger said, I downvoted this. Well, don't know why he downvoted this, but I personally don't care. And so now let's talk about Robert here. He often said this. I often wonder why single parents don't form or some sort of commune. Several parents are working, sharing, babysitting, and rent. Well, listen, we're in the animal kingdom, all right? We're mammals. And I also did a video on two women cannot share the same roof together because there's got to be one woman in the kitchen at all times. She's the only one that can cook, clean, and everything. Why put two women in the kitchen? Because I'll tell you why is, according to psychological terms, women naturally hate each other by nature. Society is trying to alter nature. And you know what? Nature is going to revolt. Right? Nature's going to revolt. Now, the narrative that the Matrix is pushing and what society is pushing and trying to alter the human nature, it's going to backfire. Now, I'm going to go ahead. Anyways. So I got to let you know that this is very important. It's a very, very, very important. Okay, here's another single mother. And anyways, look at this. Depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking well in raising your children and your career, you have to be with a man who is responsible, loving, and kind. Those are the nice guys, okay? They get crapped on, get taken advantage of. Usually that happens a lot. I've seen a single dad get taken advantage of. All right? He chose the wrong circle of friends. And his wife was a narcissist. Called the doctor, said he was talking about taking the deletion route with a gun and all that. And had him put on so many meds that literally messed him up to the point to where he went to the same family practice. He kept pushing drugs, kept pushing up drugs, getting kickbacks. And would refuse to send him to an oncologist to find out where the cancer is at so they can remove the tumor. They waited too late. It grew to the size of grapefruit on his lower spine. He passed away in his own house. He wouldn't help the single mother with kids with a mortgage. All right? As a child of a single mother at one time, I watched her make extra payments. That's how come it helped me model my life after my single mom at one time. All right? I'm telling you, this happens more often than what you think, everybody. So let's see what Caroline says right here. Depends on what you look for. You're looking well to raising your kid. Okay. Responsible, loving, and kind. Really. She's looking at talking about a nice guy, not with someone who just after one night stand. Usually men label a single mom as one who lacks love life. I don't know. Do you lack love life, single mom? Do you? Go ahead and put in my comment down here. Tell me about it. Is that true? You want to dispute my video? And for the first hour of conversing, looking at a man's eyes, you should know his true intentions. Don't rush. Take your time before you start a relationship. Have a decent date Don't go to bed with any of them in due time. You will see who is much better than the rest. I got to tell you this. That's a single mother giving dating advice. Has she took her own dating advice, she would not become a single mother, right? She would not become single. But also, you have a choice not to date at a certain point. That's a choice I made at age 55. I'm so happy to be free to focus on myself, my boys, my granddaughter. Well, that's another option for you. Well, she's a grandma. Whatever decision you make, just remember you became a single mom for a reason. You will not want history repeating itself. Don't rush. Take your time to know the man well. Well, it sounds like she got some wisdom right there. She is a 60-year-old grandma right here. I tell you what, she can read the room. She made a mistake back in the 20s, so it caught up with her. So I got to tell you, it is really tough. So Ron Joné Felder is a male. So we're going to go ahead and see what he had to observe. So I grew up raised by a single mother since I was a baby. That's me. My brother was about 2 years older. My sister was 10 years older from a past relationship. So they're half siblings. Here's a list of things I've noticed from myself, my mom, and my siblings. Number one, you have a different taste in men now. If you don't realize it and don't even feel it at the start, your priorities for a romantic partner have changed. Everybody goes through changes on this, okay? Including your needs of your children. As soon as you understand you're not looking for the same guys, the easier it gets. Actually, it's the harder it gets. Just take note, many guys have been burnt in Children act differently to mom's boyfriend. I was a baby. I didn't care who mom dated. As she had dated the same guy for almost 20 years, both divorced adult. The idea of marriage seemed I lost to them. I love and respect my dad. I call him dad. But I'm an introvert, so I don't form a relationship with people who aren't constantly in my fear. My brother is the opposite. He instigated all the potential. Instigated all potential father. He wasn't even old enough for school yet. Sometimes you got to sit and talk with him. My sister probably was the best since she was 10. My mom married my bio dad. I only assumed she didn't mind her dating since dating normal. Just like a most normal person. Well, she made a mistake when she was younger. So, remember, single mothers, if you have older sons and you're dating a man, conflict's fixing to happen. It's brewing. And dating anyone can be tough. It doesn't have to be. Assess your individual situation first. He's right about that. Maybe you should wait until your child is old enough to explain to. Maybe you want to set up some ground rules. Always tell them you have kids by a second date at least. Never recommend letting the date meet your kids until you have none of them for at least 2 months. Think of your date meeting your kids like date meeting your parents. 4 times more important. If you bring them to mom and dad, don't bring them home at all. Impressionable minds are there. I also wouldn't go on dates to get a babysitter the kids like. They don't like who's watching them. They will associate you with that dating that they don't like it. Mom going out for a night means cool Aunt Stephanie or Grandma who has candy is going to come over. They will associate with going out for fun for all parties. Okay? Number 5, consider contacting their bio father if he's present. Enforce the same rules. You broke up on good terms don't mean don't get hostile when he starts dating. That happens. Some women want the cake and they want to have their cake and eat it too. Did you know that? And sometimes that eating too much of that cake will make you sick and throw up. So my recommendation for single mothers is focus on you and your kid. When they get grown, then go on a date. Find someone that's older, mature. If they find you attractive, they'll pick you. If not, you just made your bed. You're going to have to lie in it. That's all I got to say. Now, that doesn't mean he gets outside, but explain the rules of bring dates to meet children. Make sure he knows you're following that rule. Don't make him feel attacked or you would just not care. And children notice these kind of riffs. They do. So if you didn't part on good terms, I recommend seeking advice from friends and family. No, they can't even, they don't know do this squat. Well, go to a licensed counselor who knows these things. They have programs. Go to a neuropsychologist and they will help you overcome problems in your life to build a better person. That's all I can advise you to do. How you handle that dramas is unique to your situation. They will know more than we could tell you. In the case of a bad advice, seek actual pro counseling. I just already covered that. Not forever, but 2 or 3 sessions will help you figure out what you want to happen, set you on a path to making it happen. Amen to this. So here's another article written by editorial team. So I'm going to blow this up. So get ready to hustle down. So I'm just going to tell you, having kids is a big responsibility. Make it tough for single moms to focus on dating. If you have a single mother in your life, you might love them very much and accept they will be busy individual most of the time. On the other hand, you might notice dating a single mom can carry more implications than dating someone without children. Is dating a single mother worthwhile, or is it something that may be too complicated? The answer to this question can ultimately come down to your expectation and how much attention you require in a relationship. While many people find that dating single moms is a fantastic experience, others may not be able to handle it. Read on and examine some of the potential issues that you may face and benefits you may enjoy while dating single mothers. Now, you got Tom Likas, who tells men to run from single mothers. Okay? You got podcasts out there on TikTok saying some of the expectations of single mothers are too exorbitant. The single man has no say in the relationship. Only the single mother does. That's a downside. Just giving you a heads up. Look at this. Kids will be number one priority. So the man has to go out and go to work and earn money. And I'm going to put this article in the description. So she created the problems herself. She dated a low quality guy and got knocked up. They may be more tired and stressed out, of course. Kids may not always like you. But here's the downside of this. They may not like you. There's a downside. You know, stepfathers can't discipline stepchildren. They cannot discipline them. Really? Single mom needs supportive partners. Really? What gives? You know, you won't let a stepfather discipline your children the right way to help bring them up in the right way where they'll never forget it. God forbid if you have a son and you're a single mom, the son and the stepdad is going to have a clash. How can it be a beautiful experience? It can't be. So, yes, this looked like a simp site. Online counseling? I don't think so. The takeaway, there's a lot of takeaways to this. So I'm going to put this here in an article, but I would not advise this. I'm going to blow this back up over here on the second page. So, yes, 5 reasons why it's hard for single moms to get a date. Hint, it's not because you have kids. It's because of the attitude that they have, that entitlement attitude. Well, you owe me this, you owe me that, you owe me, you owe me. I want your money, you owe me. That's going to run a man off faster than you can see a lightning hit the tree. He'll run fast. These men will not, like I say, it just, is it hard for single mothers to date? Yes. And gullible men will date a single mother with kids. Gullible men will. Then most people just come over here and say 5 reasons it's hard for a single mom to get a date. Age ain't nothing but a number. Really? Really? Well, I tell you what, a 39-year-old to up to 50-year-old will get a young dude at a catch-20 person. And you know what? It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to get somebody to commit. Note, single mothers, there's 7 stages to a man. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I will assume you are currently a single mother. You've been through some years. You're 25-ish at least. All the way up to your 50s. Depends on what age you had kids. Finding suitable men in your age range tend to be a catch-22. You could try dating older, younger men, but there's a chance they won't be on your same wavelength as you are. Will the 26-year-old understand your complicated life? Will the 56-year-old be too wise beyond your years? If you're in the 30s of him, where do you find someone who is not taken? Okay, look at this. Communication also varies across the age group. The younger generation seems to be more of a virtually texting and a hookup type dating scenario. That's a hookup culture. It's alive and well. Whereas the old generation actually had a figure of dating scene without social media, other tech, value face-to-face conversation, knowing how to apologize in front of a problem without escaping. You know what it means to court and to be chivalrous. But, I don't know about the Gen Y and the Gen Z generations. So, depends on who you pick for a date. You might hit a jackpot. Your life might change. Alright? Personally, I have met a female in her late 30s. She wanted an older man. And she actually learned from an older man. Alright? She even told me herself that she's changing her ways of doing things, and she's still introverted. Like I'm introverted. And she's opened up sharing secrets with me left and right. She has no kids except a little dog. And that dog loves me to bits. He's over here just wanting me to play with him and take him out and take care of his business and what have you. I love the dog. And she mentioned Daddy, and that dog goes crazy and jumps around and starts looking for his daddy, which is me. So really, now she's a millennial, but she really likes dating a Gen X. Anyways, just wanted to let you know I have all the qualities that she wants in a relationship. Her life is changing slowly. So I'm gonna cover that in another video about a Sigma empath dating a Sigma empath. Is it possible? Stay tuned. You do not want to miss this. I'm going to make that video later on. Okay? Notice, everybody with different personalities cannot be compatible. For example, let me give you an example. You get a beta male, cannot date a omega female. There's going to be conflicts. Or a beta female who likes to go shopping a lot cannot date a sigma male. Because he will bolt when it comes to going shopping all the time, going buying outfits after outfits after outfits after outfits. See what I'm saying? See, everybody's following after the Matrix. Everybody needs somebody. Really? So I'm just going to tell you up front. Now, according to this article, the opportunity is scarce. Now, I'm going to play some videos where it shows a single mother saying, "You need to get my kids something to eat." And that was her first date. Men will flat out bolt. And other men going to see her as a risk. The opportunity is scarce. Once you get past a certain age, it gets tougher to meet people. You're not out about as much as you were in your young years. College is long over. You're not jumping around different job, bars, bed, hopefully. That's the stage that women and men go through. Hopefully your personal maturity and responsibility trump all these desires. Not always. Not always. In addition to age dilemma above, the older you get, the more that men are unavailable. Face it. You're going to have to face this. As we all age, more and more men are taken off the market as they get into serious relationship, have kids, and get married. So that guy you call corny and lame in the younger years, what happens if you bump into him? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you corny and lame. I was thinking we can get a second shot. And what would you do if that guy said, sorry, you could have had me whenever I was younger. I'm taking, I got to go. I got a wife to attend to. I got kids to attend to. And he ghosts you. You give him your number, he turn around and text him. He sees your number, he blocks your number. Boom. Out you go. You see, actions have consequences. Okay? Actions has consequences. I'm just telling you. Okay, unrealistic expectations. Now, let me go ahead and play this. Okay. Yeah, have you ever considered maybe just single mom dating problems could be because you have unrealistic expectations? Do you think a man could wine and dine you or have certain amount of money and possession to his name for his age? Or your standards like on godlike status where he has done no wrong? Does he have too much baggage? Can you compare your life expectations to those on TV and social media? Maybe your burgos in fairy tale story you're looking for hasn't appeared. Get over it. Every human on this planet has flaws, and open your eyes to expand your horizon. See, many single moms grew up in sometime in their life watching Cinderella. Maybe that Prince Charming will pop up. Let me tell you, that Disney Corporation is a liar. So is the Matrix is a liar. The Matrix will lie to you tooth and nail. So the thing we call feminism, that tells you you're vulnerable, you're exploited, and so forth. Now, we're going to play this video. All right. We're going to play this video. And I'm going to go ahead and remove Windows Capture and Image. We're going to play this.
Dating a single mom is hard. She'll cancel dates, short text, and not reply. She has no time to put you first. A woman who puts her child before you should make you respect her more. Be patient with her. Take her out. She's not flaking. Childcare costs more than the date you take her on. It's not about money. Spoil her with time. Show her you appreciate all the sacrifices she makes for her child with no help. Be her consistency, and eventually she'll be your everything.
So how in the world can she be your everything when you devote your time, your money, your resources, your effort into a relationship? See, according to that guy right there, it's one-sided. That is a simp talking to you. That guy don't look like a dating material, does he? So let's check out another video. And
yeah, so I normally don't date women with kids because I don't have any kids, but you know, you could be special, so I'm definitely willing to give this a try.
Well, just so you know, dating single mothers is a little different than dating these other ones.
Okay.
There's things that I come with that you're going to have to accept if you want to be with me.
Like what?
Well, first of all, my kids will always come first, so you will never be number one. So let's start with that.
Okay.
Second thing is, if we become this big happy family, you're gonna have to make enough money to support me and my kids. I'm talking about birthdays, Christmas, holidays, vacations. So you have to know this is one big package deal.
All right.
Oh yeah, and you can't discipline my kids, okay? If you put your hands on them, you're going to prison. That job is between me and their father. And speaking of their father, you're gonna have to accept that he's part of this family. So you're gonna have to learn how to deal with him. I don't know how you're gonna do it. Y'all can go in the backyard, fight it out, whatever you gotta do. Also, you can't expect me to be spontaneous. See, when kids are involved, there's things I have to do before I can just get up and go somewhere. You gotta get babysitters, you gotta get them dressed, you gotta pack bags. So you can't expect that from me, okay? You can't just spring stuff on me, okay? You have to understand that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if this is for me. That sounds like an awful lot. What? What? Hold up. You just said it's hard.
It's only hard if you're a weak man. You're ugly anyway, and I bet you're gay.
I'm not. What? I was just handsome 2 minutes ago.
It don't matter. I need a real man anyway.
I'm not a real man? You know what? All right. Okay, sure. Yeah. Check, please.
You still gonna pay for dinner, right?
Now, you just watch that clip right there. She called him ugly and a weak man. That's a shaming tactic that single mothers use to influence the single man into a relationship. Now, what would happen if he said I do and she said I do? You know, that man would have a miserable life right there. So, yeah, that unrealistic expectations. So, yeah, it could be you. Maybe the emotions are out of control. You got walled up, afraid to get hurt again. Maybe it's ugly. Yeah, you just judged a man right there. You lumped all the women, lumped all the men in the same basket, didn't you? Maybe you believe online dating is out of the question. Maybe you're traditional. Maybe he's not. Vice versa. Maybe you're complicated, eccentric, or needy. Most single mothers are needy, yes. Or all three. Eek. You could be intimidated. Maybe you're a single mom with no time to date. Nobody's fault free but she, woman. Lighten up. Amen to this. Got single mom. Okay, were we too busy? Are we required too much? Are we overly entitled? I don't think so. Let me tell you something. Entitled? Really? And with additional responsibility, I don't think impose on our personal life, will guys date a single mom? Yes. It'll be hard for single moms to get a date. I'm positive there are some men out there. There are exceptions to the rules here. The question is, where are they? I tell you what, where they are at. They're there. They just looked at you. They're not even making an effort. Look at this. Whiffle Geese said, 4 kids. Are you sure you can dedicate yourself to someone when you have 4 kids? Unless a guy is perfectly fine with coming dead last with everything you do. I don't see this happening. I wish you all the best. Coming from an island citizen in Reddit. So, you know what? He's calling a spade right here. It's impossible. It's not impossible, but I could imagine it's probably hard. A single father said that. I can tell you from a perspective. Early 40s guy separated last year. I'm currently in that dating game. Personally, I avoid single moms with young kids. I have nothing against kids or single mom in general. If anything, they're usually more mature, more down to earth. Well, they had to grow up fast. Do I have time for silly games and know what they want, which are all huge pluses? But what about the other guy's kids? Okay? But the kids make dating 2 people much more complicated in most cases. Time limits. overnight stays, date places, weekend trips. Everything becomes just too difficult. I've been on dates with a very nice girl who had 2 kids. While we had a great time, I realized that I'm not ready for such complicated life again. If the kids are more mature, 15 plus, it could be a different story. Mind you, some girls also rejected me as soon as they find out I have a daughter who doesn't live with me. So there's that. That's a single dad right here talking. The single dad is talking. Okay? Just to be really blunt, if you look good, you'll get hit on. Unfortunately, the kids will discourage some guys who end up wanting a relationship. Guys that wants to have bedroom fun won't care because they plan on not being around long. Just get what they can and run. Those are boys. Acronym burden on you. Should got you a man. Acronym meet all needs. So let me go ahead and go down here. Here's a single dad. Somebody suggests looking for a single dad. Is that a possibility? Speaking of that, as a single dad, I've been in a relationship with a single mom before and probably will again. I'm going to be candid with you, though. I'm critical on defense with dating single moms. As a single dad, I'm committed to everything in my family to have that backfire. I had a fight with my ex for 50-50 custody. And against statistical odds, I got it. You had to go through a process called family courts. They're not constitutional. They're like a nice little circus with clowns and jugglers and jokers. I said what I said. All right. What I want to know is single mom I date is why specifically are they single moms? It's a choice they made. They chased after a cute guy who had no future, nothing to have to his name, and don't want to make a future with someone who has a track record of throwing away all as a temporary happiness. I'm married with intent to be there for the downs as well as the ups. If the single mom couldn't hack the first time around, I don't expect she will the second. So yeah, single dads who provide commitment you're looking for will want to know that the commitment you've given to the family is ones you made an oath to. There you got it. So yeah, it's hard. The single mom's got to cook, clean, mop, change diapers, buy her clothes, buy the kids' clothes. She has no time to date a person. And any man that wants to go out to date a single mom it ain't going to work, I'm telling you. Unless you want to place yourself last, it ain't going to work. Yeah, society is going to say, oh, man, you're a real man right there. Yeah, good job, bro. You're a real man. And guess where you're going to fall at? You're going to fall last. It's bad. Let's check out another video, of course. Here's another entitled...
Where to go for your kids.
You already had me wait an hour and a half. So it's for my kids.
For your kids?
Yeah, you owe me that.
And they with their daddy?
I'm sorry. That's not what I mean.
No, that is.
Oh my God. So
That's so wrong.
go ahead and bring another steak and some potatoes.
Okay.
No, don't bring no potatoes.
Sesame
No, bring the check. I'm paying for my meal and your meal. I'm not paying for your kids' meal. No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not paying for their kids' meal. No.
So you don't think you owe me after having me wait an hour and a half?
I told you I owe you. I owe you one. I'll take you out
Okay,
again.
and so you're gonna pay for my kids' food?
No, I'm not doing that.
Can you please go ahead and
I'm not doing that. No. Hold up, beautiful. Hold up. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why you trying to
Listen.
bring two, please?
What's in there, Kiera?
Bring 2 orders.
Why should I do that, Kiera?
Because you sitting right here on the date.
I was late to the date. I was late to the
Can you
date.
bring 2 orders?
But I'm saying, why would I get her kids food? Why would I get her kids some food? They with their daddy.
She was right here.
They daddy should be feeding them.
She was waiting.
You say you order a steak for your son? How old is he?
He ate.
He ain't eating steak. He eating the same thing I eat. Nah, hell no. I'm straight. I'm cool. Don't put that on my bill.
Give him a
Don't put that on
steak.
me.
Make sure you put a side of A1 sauce as well. He
Yo,
paying for all of this today.
I'm not paying for all
you
that.
are.
No, I'm not paying for all that.
Yes, you are.
You gonna get her fired up in here.
She ain't gonna get
No, I'm
fired.
about to go back in the kitchen. You got me messed up, bro. I'm about to tell her right now.
Nothing.
No, for real. I'm telling her right now. No, you got messed. I'm not paying for that. No, I'm not. I'm not paying for this food.
Yes, you are.
I'm not paying for this.
She sat here and watched
Just
me
'cause I was
wait an hour
late.
and a half for you.
Just because I was late, I'm not paying for this. No, I'm not doing that.
And then after that, we already at Red Lobster. You couldn't take me nowhere.
I'm about to go
else?
back in the kitchen. I'm going back to the
Take me
kitchen. It's
nowhere
not. No,
else?
I'm not paying for this. I'm about to leave. You gonna pay for my food and your food and what you just ordered in here.
What is
No,
Red
listen. No,
Lobster?
I'm
I haven't
straight.
been here since I was 15.
Okay, I told you I owe you one. So I mean, I'll take you out again.
Whatever.
Do something for you, but I'm not doing something for your kids.
Whatever.
No,
I want you
I ain't
to
even
make
met your
sure that- I
kids.
want you to make sure that my kids eat too.
Man, y'all see this, man? Look, I'm recording this. Look, y'all see this shit, bro? I'm recording, bro.
Time.
Hey, she go back to the kitchen. Hey, yo, get her. Hey, yo, hey, don't put that order in. Hey, don't put that order in. That made my kids. Don't put that order in. That made my kids. For real, like I'm about to give me my check. I want just my check with my. No, I'm saying I want my check. Okay, don't put them kids on my bill. Them ain't my kids. No, I'm saying them ain't my kids. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to put a bill on me and them ain't my kids. Hell no, bro. She's trying to put a bill on me and them ain't my kids. I'm late to the date. She's trying to make me get some food for her and her kids.
What's wrong with that?
What you mean what's wrong with that?
You late.
It's my first date. I ain't even met the kids yet.
You late.
I'm late. I gotta buy them steak. She said steak and 2 chicken tenders.
What's wrong with that?
Come on, y'all. Y'all ain't on my side. Ain't nobody on my side, man. Hey, it's cool though.
Whatever.
It's cool though. She gonna take that shit off.
I don't care.
Checking that shit off. Nope, I ain't paying for your
Both
kids.
of them.
Yeah, I ain't paying for your kids.
Yeah, an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. They both gonna eat good.
Probably got a
tonight.
big head ass son just like your big head
They
ass.
both gonna eat good.
Look how big her
tonight.
head is. Her son got a big head too.
Off your
I ain't
fun.
feeding your big ass son.
Off
Nope.
your fun.
Nope.
They eat good tonight.
Can I get a box?
So, yeah, you see? She's an entitled single mother wanting another man to buy food for her kids that is not his. Do you blame him for going in the kitchen and stopping the cooks from making the kids' meal? Huh? Do you blame him for stopping it? That's why men don't want to date single moms. It's not worth it. So, okay, dating a single mom is hard. I'm going to say it. It's a single mom is hard. Single moms are tired all the time. Of course. They become a mother. They have a kid or kids to feed. Things are changing for all the time. We take on the world by ourselves. We don't really have time for you. We try to make time. Dating a single mom is a lot of commitment. Wow. There's a lot of change. It's being our partner is the craziest life of raising children. We have our blank together and we don't need you. Really? You don't need us? But we want you. We don't need you, but we want you. Really? You should have thought twice about getting knocked up by a low-quality dude. And guess what? He's bragging about he got you conquered. And he made a kid that you ain't going to even see. So if you decide to be our partner, we will love you unconditionally. Really? So you're going to put the kids first, and he's going to be flat last. Because that's how we love our kids. Really? I don't think so. But then again, you need to make our life easier, not harder. First of all, it ain't the men that you're dating that made a mistake. All right? They did not make that mistake. Plain and simple. The men will run to the hills. Just letting you know. You need to make our life easier, not harder. The single mom, you made your life harder because you shacked up with a low-quality man who will get what he wants from you and run. All we want you to do is love our kids and make our lives easier. Really? When you do the normal things like cook dinner, help around the house, pick up groceries on your way home, we will appreciate it and not take it for granted. Some of the single mothers do take it for granted. I'm telling you, this has happened in our lifetime. It's happening in the world, somewhere in the world. The people we need in our lives are people that are going to make our life easier. You need to know what we're not going to go pick up after you. Duh. You're going to have to take care of yourself while we take care of ourselves with our kids. See, right there is proof you're last. We're looking for a partner, not another person to clean up after. Uh-oh. Trying to pre-qualify you. So if you come into our life and make it easier by helping us with little things, we'll have more time to invest in our relationship with you. I'm telling you. I'm gonna put this here in the description. I'm telling you. Even Tom Likas himself said, do not date single mothers. So, yeah. So, I see a little problem with this. I see a problem with that right there. Look at that. That single mother. Now, 2 years ago, Camilla Ertzen wrote this. I'm a bit older and single, living a part of the country where people often get married quite young. I'm choosing to be happy single. I am fine by being single. Well, everyone else seems to have a problem with it. I have learned an important lesson a few times in my life. It's better to be single than to be with the wrong person. My ex disappointed me by having a 3-year affair with my cousin, thanks mostly to Hacking Loop at Gmail. He's on WhatsApp. And my goodness. So, deadbeat dads, do you want to go out there and mess around? I'm telling you, look at that. You want to go mess around and knock a female up? As everybody in the world gets older, the technology is advancing at a rapid pace. Pretty soon, it's going to be obvious to catch someone who actually made a single mom a mother. Time management, find the right partner, life balance, past trauma, trust issues. Go to counseling. Introduce your children. Be selective about your dates. Set boundaries. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Really? You come needy, they're going to run. Don't give up and settle. You already did that. You gave up and settled with the wrong person. Not knowing where to start. Start soul searching. Start soul searching. I'm going to put that in the description for you to read. But then again, I want to say thank you for watching this video. And yeah. Life is rough out there, my friend. Life is rough out there. Before you go in, say, oh, well, all men are deadbeat. Well, hello? That one you laid, it became a deadbeat. Not the other one you want that has like a fresh steak on a plate. He's not a deadbeat. Okay, until, if you like my video, be sure to click subscribe, vote with a like or a dislike. Comment below so I can see what you have to say about this. And remember, just because that guy is cute doesn't mean he has nothing in front of him to show. He's got a past that's hidden. He's got a past. He could have been incarcerated. He could be arrested for violent crime. But he looks cute. He looks handsome. Then you go pursue him. Then you ask him if he's going to commit. And he just looks at you, oh yeah, I'll commit. Then turn around and he changes his mind and bolts. Every time a woman becomes a single mother, it's her fault. Plain and simple. It's all that is. And depending on what circle you hang with a crowd, you want to be the life of the party, and all you want to do is party, and somebody slips something in your drink and commits a crime of date rape, then you should just go to authorities. But there's a downside of this. If you go to the authorities, it's going to be hard for you to be believed. Alright? But then again, on the same token, choices have consequences. And you're going to have to live with that consequences. Alright, well, thank you for watching. You have a great day and cheers. Peace out.